everyone, it's Marke here. If your keyboard and mouse light up when connected via USB but don't respond, don't worry, you're not alone. This is a pretty common issue, and luckily, it's usually a pretty easy fix. Today, I'm gonna walk you through a few troubleshooting steps to get you back up and running in no time. Let's get started.
First things first, let's eliminate the simplest possibilities. We're going to start by checking those physical connections. Unplug your keyboard and mouse from the USB ports. Make sure they're completely disconnected. Now take a close look at those ports. Do you see any dust or debris? If so, give them a gentle clean.
Now let's try plugging them back in. Try using different USB ports. Direct connections are key here. Alright, if checking the physical connections didn't do the trick, the next step is a classic for a reason. It's time to restart your computer. Go ahead and shut down your computer completely. Once it's fully powered off, unplug both your keyboard and mouse. Give it a few seconds, then power your computer back on. After your computer has fully booted up, reconnect your keyboard and mouse and see if they're responding. So the restart didn't solve the problem? No worries. We're moving on to step 3, testing your keyboard and mouse on another device. Grab another computer or laptop, if you have one handy, and plug your keyboard and mouse into the USB ports. If they work perfectly fine on the other device, then we know the problem isn't with your keyboard or mouse. If they're still unresponsive, the peripherals themselves might be the culprit. Chapter 4, Drivers, the Unsung Heroes. Let's talk drivers, the unsung heroes of the peripheral world. Drivers are software that let your OS talk to your hardware.
If your keyboard and mouse are unresponsive, use the on-screen keyboard to navigate. Open it via Start, Settings, Ease of Access, Keyboard, and toggle it on.
Chapter 5, Digging Deeper, Reinstalling Drivers. If updating the drivers didn't resolve the issue, don't worry. We've got another trick up our sleeve, reinstalling the drivers.
Head back to Device Manager, just like we did in the previous step. Right-click on your keyboard and mouse devices again, but instead of updating, select Uninstall Device.
Don't panic when you see your keyboard and mouse disappear from the list. That's supposed to happen. Now go ahead and restart your computer. When it boots back up, Windows will automatically detect the missing drivers and reinstall them for you. Chapter 6, Power Management Friend or Foe. Sometimes an unresponsive keyboard and mouse can be due to USB power management. It's designed to save energy but can interfere with peripherals.
Go to Device Manager, find Universal Serial Bus Controllers, expand it and look for USB root hub entries.
Uncheck. Allow the computer to turn off this device to save power. Click OK and repeat for all USB hubs. Alright, it's time to venture into the BIOS UEFI.
This software controls your computer's hardware before the operating system loads.
Restart your computer and press a specific key during boot up.
This key varies by manufacturer, often F2, F10, delete, or escape. While we're already in the BIOS UEFI, let's try one more thing. Sometimes incorrect BIOS UEFI settings can lead to all sorts of weird issues, including our unresponsive keyboard and mouse problem. Resetting the BIOS UEFI to its default settings can often resolve these issues. Look for an option within the BIOS UEFI menu that says something like Load Default Settings, Reset to Default, or Factory Defaults. Once you've found the option, select it and confirm your choice if prompted. After the restart, check if your keyboard and mouse are working properly.
If you're still grappling with an unresponsive keyboard and mouse, consider a hardware issue. Rule out a problem with the USB ports. Use a different USB device. Plug it into the same ports. If it works, the ports are okay. Next, check for overheating. Ensure proper ventilation and fans running.
If you're using a wireless keyboard and mouse, interference from other devices could be the root of your problems. Try moving other electronic devices away from your keyboard and mouse, especially those that transmit wireless signals. If that doesn't help, try moving your keyboard and mouse closer to the wireless receiver. Additionally, if you're using a wireless keyboard or mouse that requires batteries, check if the batteries are inserted correctly and have enough charge. Sometimes, low battery power can cause connectivity issues.
And that's it! Hopefully your keyboard and mouse are running smoothly. Subscribe for more tech tips. Thanks for watching!